You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick your sorry ass out on the street.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lowdown Show remix right here on No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, episode number 4. We are your WWE Canadian podcast that talks about the WWE and No Holds Barred and anything we say, pun intended. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at No Holds Barred WP. You can also follow the podcast on Instagram at No Holds Barred WP as well. If you want to listen to us on the go, we are available to listen to on Spreaker, iTunes, and Stitcher. You can also listen to us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/NHBWR, and make sure you hit that subscribe button with that bell icon for all upload updates. I am your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters, and I am joined on the Lowdown Show every week via Skype by the one, the only, he is a blissful boss, Mr. Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
C. Like Del Rio does in all of his fucking Instagram videos.
God, yeah.
It's like C. He does like 12 times before he ends the video.
Yeah, we gotta hit that C. You gotta get the official C hashtag trending worldwide.
Anyways, trending worldwide. I want to talk about, Total Divas last night, because that's why we're here, right? We're reviewing Total Divas.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I didn't change the layout on YouTube. It says NXT Remix. We are doing the Lowdown Show Total Divas. I forgot.
No, I will not bore you with Total Divas review. If I decide to review it, I'll do my own show. How about that?
Okay. Fair enough. But guys, welcome to the Lowdown Show as always. If you're new to the show, this is where we review and react to NXT on a weekly basis. We used to do Monday Night Raw and SmackDown before it became cringeworthy and they had terrible champions, terrible storylines. So we decided to do the number one brand in sports entertainment and the WWE, and that is NXT. And
since we had it's the number one brand, why is Funaki not the number one backstage announcer of NXT?
Right? William Regal, get on this, man. Take him off commentary. We don't need him on commentary over there and being promoted on the cringe main roster. We need him down on NXT and being NXT number one announcer. We need him down here, man. That would make NXT so much better. In the chat, we got Cupid Girl 125. Beauty and the Beast is here to make No Holds Barred beautiful. What is going on at Cupid Girl? We also got Tiffany Ann from That Ass Podcast. Great podcast. Unfortunately, it was canceled tonight due to unforeseeable circumstances. We do send our condolences to you, Tiffany, and your family, and thoughts and prayers are to you in this rough time this week. So Tiffany's in the chat, though. She's joining and listening to us this week. So hello to Tiffany from That Ass Podcast. Guys, go subscribe to them as well. Great relationship-based podcast.
Where's Dusty Rhodes tonight, baby?
Yeah, what James at, baby? Or if this is NXT, where's James at, baby?
Oh my God, you didn't just say that. give her a Balor's, because every time it comes in here.
Oh, you mean Finn Balor?
Sure.
The Demon Finn Balor.
Yeah,
which
but he was this week.
Speaking of, Tiffany said I'll get him in here. He's coming. So James on the way, baby. Anyways, speaking of Finn Balor, and speaking of we'll talk briefly about it. The upcoming Survivor Series. The poster got leaked today. Of course, everything gets fucking leaked now. And I seen the poster. Of course, now we clearly see who the special guest referee is for Brock Lesnar and Jinder. It's your boy, Juan Gaina.
Oh, perfect.
He is going to be the special guest referee.
I'm sure Roman Reigns is going to make his heroic return to Team
Raw. Yeah. Oh, he was front and center right next to Kurt Angle. So, I saw a picture of Finn Balor. So, looks like Finn Balor's going to have some sort of role at Survivor Series. Maybe he'll be on Kurt Angle's team. SmackDown's team looks pretty stacked as well. Seth and Dean were on the poster on the Raw side, but I'm like, okay, they're already in a tag team match. So we don't really get the full Raw team. We got, on the SmackDown side, we got Styles and Orton, which I'm going to try to pull it up right now and tell you exactly what I see on the poster. But, again, I can't buy too much into it because it's too late. You can't build me up on a build this quick. You should have done it months ago, and now I can get behind it. I just can't get my full undivided attention into it.
Yeah, and then no response again this week from Raw on SmackDown. Nothing.
Don't get me wrong. There's some matches in Survivor Series this year that look great. Like the Shield versus the Usos is going to be a really good match. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are probably going to have a really good match as well. So, okay, I got the poster here. Charlotte, Natty and Alexa Bliss are probably going to have an okay match. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Natty.
Yeah. So the Survivor Series poster, at the top of the poster, it's Brock and Jinder with John Cena in a referee uniform in between them. And on the bottom, it's got Shane and Kurt Angle next to each other in their wrestling gear. And on the Raw side, it's Roman, Seth, Dean, Alexa Bliss, and Balor. And going down the Smack, it's like kind of like an arrow like pointing towards the middle of the poster, like how they're lined up. On the SmackDown side, it's Shane, AJ Styles, Charlotte, Shinsuke, Randy Orton, and Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin? Why not Sin Cara, man?
I mean Sin Cara should be front and center to be honest.
I'm loving my boy Sin Cara lately, man. He's doing great. He's been on TV. He's been feuding with Corbin. Made Corbin run away this week, because Baron Corbin, really needs to run away from Sin Cara.
Well, we found out why that they're doing. Well, we kind of find out this week finally that why they're actually putting Sin Cara more on TV. He actually signed a multi-year deal with the WWE recently, so
good for him. Now he looks like Rey Mysterio 2.0 with his eyes like poked out.
Oh yeah, now we can actually see his eyes, and he's got like the Rey Mysterio like contact lens. I'm like, I bet you it's so Vince. They're like, oh, Cara, come here, man, or Hunico, whatever your name is. We need you to put these on. I know you're gonna look like Rey Mysterio, but I just can't get over Rey Mysterio. Oh.
Like, my imagine have him come out the who's that jumping out the sky?
Yeah, they're gonna give him the 619 next. What's next? Anyway. Glorious Greg's in the chat. What's going on, Glorious Greg? We also have the host that runs the West Coast, Michael Chow TV, another awesome wrestling podcast. Guys, if you like us, you will like Michael Chow. Go subscribe to him as well. Please subscribe and support the podcast. And you want to support the podcast, you follow our podcasting buddies. We are all in the great podcasting community.
I was a guest host on his MCTV last week, so you can go check that out.
Please go check that out and give it a like. Smash that like button. Fucking hit it and smash it. Smash. Like Braun Strowman.
Braun Smash, yeah.
Braun Smash. What is he, the Hulk now? Great.
Yeah, he comes out of dumpster trucks.
Which was a lot of people were hilariously pointing out that was the wrong garbage truck this week.
Yeah, they couldn't just take it and bring it to another state,
Oh no, hell no. Budget cuts. Yeah, it would have been a time constraint situation bringing the original dump truck to the Monday Night Raw just for one segment.
The main roster is overseas right now, an overseas tour. Yeah. And we saw something today that like makes zero fucking sense. Can we just talk about this real quick?
Okay,
who's teaming up with the Shield?
The Shield need a third member. They're doing some kind of triple tag team match over there. I think it's the Miz and the Bar versus Ambrose and Rollins, and they need another partner. They've done it a couple times already, and they're holding a vest in the ring for their mystery partner. And their mystery partner ends up turning to be Triple H of all fucking people.
Like, weren't Seth Rollins and Triple H like just in a feud?
Right? And Dean Ambrose and Triple H feuded for the WWE title?
Triple H does not fit the mold of the Shield at all. He's the authority. They're the anti-authority. Like,
here we go. Another part where WWE thinks we're idiots and completely forget about everything after it happens. It's like what we just got with Shinsuke and Jinder. It's like they're gonna think we've completely forgot about that. Or when they announced that AJ Styles never faced Jinder before, he had our buddy Michael Chow point out that exactly a year ago he beat Jinder beat AJ Styles. Like,
so Triple H is all of a sudden a baby face? Like, what the fuck is that?
He comes out and he's in like black cargo pants and like the Shield boots, and they give him the vest and he wrestles in it like Kurt Angle did.
And they did the Shield pose after. He even did the fist with them. Like, oh my god, he felt so out of place. It was more out of place than Kurt Angle.
You know what it's turning into to me and how I get the vibes? I get the vibe. It's like, remember when NWO started getting more and more members and it just started getting watered down? This is what it's getting. Like the Shield's just going to get watered down.
I was saying to you offline here about what would you do if the next member of the Shield was the Big Show?
Oh boy, I'd be like,
next.
If it happens at a live event, oh god, if it happens at a live event, sure. If it put it on TV, fuck, I'm done. Thank God we watch NXT.
Great Ali, Hornswoggle, put Sin Cara in the Shield. Why not? Put them all.
Oh man.
So that's why we're going to talk about something good that happened this week.
And that is the great, and again, the number one brand in WWE and sports entertainment. And that is, I'm pointing to it right there on the screen, NXT. NXT.
Thank God they don't do the whole themed like for their shows, like for Halloween. Like I know it's tape, but at least they don't do it.
Yeah, they
like
could have done it. You know, they could have done it. Like they knew that when this date would fall on there, it'd be November 1st, and they're like, "Oh, we could do a Halloween episode, or the week before we could." But no, Triple H, fucking smart. As much as he gets put in these ridiculous situations at live events, he's smart booking wise and how to make a good show. Yeah. Look how good fucking NXT is on a weekly basis.
My list moment is definitely going to go to something on Raw later, but we'll wait to that till later. But I'll rant about it when it comes, but I'm not going to get into this whole Halloween episode crap because it's just horrendous.
I feel bad for anyone that thinks that they're going to sit there and watch a holiday edition of a WWE show and think it's going to be good because, sorry. What we got with the club this week, this week on Raw just completely says it and takes the cake.
Don't worry. It's my list moment later. Don't worry.
But anyways, let's talk about something good, and that's NXT. Yep. Good episode this week. Good episode.
Start off with the girl.
We're basically getting the igniters for NXT Houston War Games. I guess there's a War Games match. I thought that the pay-per-view itself at first was called War Games, but it's the match type, and it's got its own logo, which is pretty sick. But yeah, we started off with my girl Tainara Conti opening the show. Whoa, that is different.
She looked good.
And they're using her a lot, which is she's probably going to be with part of the division going forward. She's got a good gimmick. She's got that badass black belt gimmick, like a girl you don't want to fuck with, man. Like she comes out and she's holding a legit black belt that she's legit won, and she has a legit jiu-jitsu background. Like they can do so much with her.
She's looking scared to Nikki Cross right now, though.
This is what I want to go into with this match. I think the purpose of this match was just to put Nikki over for her Fatal 4-Way match and make her look strong going into that. Yeah. Because if you would have had her
for Tainara Conti to win that.
Yeah, but it basically was a revenge match for what's happened over the last couple of weeks between these two. They've been feuding together. It was a good match, although it was very, very quick. Again, it was a way to put Cross over to look strong going to a Fatal 4-Way match. I love Nikki Cross's swinging neckbreaker finisher. That's a great, great finishing move, man. And she does it so clean, which is amazing. So we know a lot of people can do botch finishers. I'm Jinder Mahal. Oh, fuck.
Dana Brooke.
But yeah, it's a good opening
not
contest.
Really much more I can talk about the match. It was just a quick. Yeah. It was just a quick. What do you call it? What are those showcase matches?
Showcase matches, yeah. And I love that my girl Tainara Conti's got her own theme song now. They got her own Titantron, so it just makes me think that they're going to be using her going forward later on, like in the division. So, and it's good. We need more women added to the division. You can't just have a division full of 4 girls and that's it, right? So it's good, and it's just for future plans, man. Once the next crop gets called up, you have something backed up. So we'll see what happens. We moved on, and we had a really, really interesting match here between Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, and Fabian, if I'm saying this right, Eichner, who is a participant in the Cruiserweight Classic, if you guys don't remember, and he's the one who lost to Jack Gallagher in the first round.
Yeah, and then he bulked up.
Boy, did he bulk up! Because when Ronaldo was saying that at first, I'm going, this guy was in the Cruiserweight Classic. I'm like, what did he take the Jinder Mahal diet and leave? Oh man, Michael Chow, I want Tainara Conti versus Shayna Baszler in their MMA and judo backgrounds. Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be a really, really, really good one. Sorry, Kyle, but Nikki took Tainara's soul in that match. She beat her. Yeah. Anyways. Johnny Gargano, Fabian
Eichner. And Johnny Gargano, man, he's probably one of the most over people on NXT. I love that guy.
It's insane.
He comes out.
Holy crap, the crowd was so hot when he came out this week, man.
Every NXT crowd is, even at takeovers, like they love Gargano, like Johnny Wrestling.
And you know what's great about those crowds? Those crowds are still hot after like 4 tapings. Because you got to think, they're sitting there through 4 tapings of NXT. So by the 4th taping, you think they're friggin' tired and pooped out, man. They're still hot. They're ready to go. So I'll give it props to that's why I always say about the 205 Live show should be over here, because they would appreciate, they can appreciate 4 weeks of taping for NXT. They can do a live taping of 205 Live or even tape tapings of 205 Live. They give the same appreciation. Like, it's that easy.
Exactly.
So
Johnny Gargano, by the way, on the Bailey girl is now a Johnny Wrestling girl, I guess, because she was holding like a Johnny Wrestling sign, wearing a shirt.
Oh, that was her.
Yep,
okay, I thought that was her. Yeah. She's got a name too. It's
I can't remember. Just call her Bailey Girl.
Bailey
She's
Girl.
now a Gargano fan, but like Gargano, so over in like with this crowd. It's crazy.
It's incredible, and it looks like NXT is trying a lot of those Cruiserweight Classic participants too, because we've seen over the last couple of weeks that we get the random appearance of people who've been the Cruiserweight Classic, or they'll say like this guy's from the Performance Center. So I'm glad that they're using a lot of these extra participants and they're putting them in matches like this where they can get a good showcase. Because so far these random people that have been showing up the last couple of weeks have actually gotten good showcases, which we'll get into what happened in this match, which is crazy and really unexpected. But other than that, this match was really, 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 really good. I mean, Gargano looks like he can have an unreal match with anyone that he gets put in the ring with. Like, that's a very, very good trait to have.
That you could just have a good match. But like we saw, he had a good match with Killian Dane, of all people, at NXT St. Catharines.
Right? That's what I mean. The trait that, that Johnny Gargano has is something that you can't find a lot of people. There's a lot of wrestlers out there that can only have good matches with some people. Like Kevin Owens can't really, he's my boy, but he can't have a lot of good matches with a lot of people. I mean, him and Zayn have that instant chemistry, but it looks like Gargano's that one guy, no matter who you put him in the ring with, you know you're going to get an unreal match out of him. And you know he's going to make the other guy look good, and you know you're going to get a lot of good stuff out of Johnny Gargano, which is crazy. So I think Gargano's got a really, really clutch trait, if I can put it that way.
Yeah, Adam style.
Yeah,
I love Gargano too, man. I hope he gets a really big push if he gets called up, but probably not.
Yeah, and if you're watching the YouTube version of this podcast, I am wearing the Johnny Wrestling T-shirt that I got at the event. Love this T-shirt, and it's one of the few colored T-shirts that WWE has in their plethora of T-shirts, of regular T-shirts, not the vintage or other like makeshift ones. Like the regular basic T-shirts. Like Gargano has one of the colored ones. So, yeah, the match unreal. Lots of near finishes near the end of the match as well, with a creative roll-up by Eichner, and he ends up winning this match. And I'm going, oh, wait, no. Really? I honestly thought Gargano was coming out with the win here. There was no way that I thought Fabian was going to win here. I couldn't, but when he got that pin, I'm like, oh my God. Like, the crowd was going nuts, too. Like, everyone's jaw was dropped. It was insane. But Fabian,
it's a big
man,
upset win for the rookie.
Fabian had a good showing. He looked really good in this match.
I do like his in-ring ability. I just don't think he hasn't really shown me much charisma yet. Though.
Yeah,
like
he
doesn't really have like when he comes out, he doesn't really have like
a character.
Really anything. Yeah, he doesn't really show off with anything. He just kind of comes in the ring with his mean face on, but who knows if he gets some TV time or some mic time. We'll see what happens with him, but right now I think he's a little too raw. He's definitely got the in-ring ability, as we saw against Gargano here, but as for his character, I want to see it develop a little bit more.
That's what I like. I think that's what a lot of what NXT is doing too with these people. They're going to put these guys in matches with good people, whether they win or lose. In this case, Gargano loses, but they want to see what they can do in the ring, and if they like what they see, maybe they'll work on his character. Okay, but they'll be like, okay, we like what we see in the ring. Now let's work on a character for you. Let's get you some charisma. Let's build you up, and then you can be another complete package. I think that's what NXT does right that the main roster doesn't do with new people. Even with NXT call-ups, they don't do it the right way. They just kind of want to rush everything and put this like boring coat of paint on all of them and just stick it out there and overuse them, and they wonder why they don't get over anymore.
They all get pushed way too fast. Like nobody like develops anymore. Like once you get called, like look at American Alpha, look at Bailey, look at Shinsuke, look at all these guys or girls. Like they just get rushed in and then they get thrown in stuff way too soon, and then they're like, oh fuck, maybe we shouldn't have rushed them, 6 months in advance.
And they get lazy with it. They're like, oh fuck it, we'll just release them down the line or stick them in the jobber status, and well, whatever, we'll move on. We have more people. It's like, oh, there's always going to be an unlimited source of cookies in the cookie jar. We'll always reach into that. Unbelievable.
The amount of people that the NXT that the main roster has killed as far as NXT call-ups is incredible.
It is. It's insane. We can make a huge list. We have our own list of Jericho.
But yes, it was a very good match.
Yeah,
but I was
shocking
shocked to see Fabian come out with the win too.
I couldn't believe that. I think this is eventually going to lead to Ciampa coming back. Whenever he gets healthy, it's going to lead to him coming back. Gargano's going to have the feud with them. They're going to have probably one of the feuds of the year when he comes back. I bet you they have big plans for that. But I think maybe until then, Gargano's going to be used to be that guy to test some new talent. Maybe next week we get a rematch with these two, because I don't think Gargano's done with Fabian. I think he's probably going to want to get that win over him after having such a good match with him. So who knows? we'll see. But I think maybe Gargano's going to play into that role because, I mean, what else do you do with him right now?
He was supposed to be feuding with Almas, but that seems to be put on back burner because he's now facing McIntyre for the NXT title.
Yeah.
So,
which we'll get into now what happened this week. And they showed a pretty intense tweet between the two guys, and literally, like, there were some no-holds-barred words in between those tweets. And these guys are heating up this feud really bad, and they're supposed to have this contract signing on NXT this week. And as Drew McIntyre's making his entrance, he's holding the contract in his hand, almost comes from behind and attacks Drew McIntyre, literally, like, brutally attacks him, man. He even, at the one point, he grabbed the title belt and, like, whipped it at Drew McIntyre, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like, Almas, man, you're going nuts. And then what he does next, after he grabs the contract and signs him, I'm like, okay. He grabs Selena Vega's gum out of her mouth and then sticks the contract on Drew McIntyre's chest with the piece of gum. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Is this some kind of, like, kinky fucking creepy thing?
I drink a water for that. I'm like, wait,
I don't
what?
know what that was. I don't know how I feel about that.
Cuba Girl said that's a good match. I'd love to see Hideo and Fabian go at it. That'd be cool. Or Johnny Gargano and Hideo go at it. That'd be a dope match.
Well, Hideo's supposed to be getting called up to 205 Live, so his career's over.
Yep. Rest in peace, Hideo Itami, Kenta. You might as well just, try to get out of your contract like Neville did and go back to New Japan as Kenta. You probably fucking make 10 times more money than you are now.
But yeah, that contract signing.
Can you imagine matches like Omega and Okada versus Kenta? Fucking matches of the year. Meltzer would go nuts and hand out stars left and right. Probably go up all the way up to 8 stars. Anyways, yeah, good match. We'll move on. The contract signing, the jump. So almost intensifying their feud with McIntyre for their championship match. And that's going to be a good championship match. That's going to be a good one.
Almost deserves it, so I'd like to see what he does with it.
Ah, man, I see it, man. I'm so 50-50 on it right now. I see McIntyre retaining, and I can also see almost winning the championship here, man. I can see it.
Yeah,
it's
but then
really
it wouldn't
tough.
make sense for Adam Cole to face Almas after.
No. Or maybe they have something for Adam Cole after. Maybe they got further plans. Maybe Roddy and Adam Cole have this big, long feud. So who knows? Anyways, we moved on. We had a funny backstage or like outside promo with the Street Profits. I was dying. It was so Crime Time like in Crime Time style promo. The Street Profits are like talking and building themselves up in front of like this nice, beautiful looking car, which is a Maserati. And if you guys don't know, Maseratis are like the most expensive car, one of the most expensive cars in the world. And eventually, Tito Sabatelli and Riddick Moss come out from behind and say, "What are you doing, man? This is our car. What do you mean this is your car?" And Tito Sabatelli talking about like his rich shoes and how Street Profits will never have the money that they have. And like, Riddick Moss, shut up. You're just like his butt boy. You're not rich. Tito's the rich one here.
You've been in NXT for like 7 years.
You got NXT 7-year money, which is nowhere close to what Tito has. Tito has come from money into NXT. So,
I come from money.
Oh, God. Anyways, I thought it was freaking hilarious. I could barely hear what they're saying because I was laughing so hard. And then eventually, like, the Street Profits walked away, and it looks like they're going to be feuding with Sabatelli and Riddick Moss, which is good because, at least we're getting more tag teams into it on NXT. I got my mixed feelings because of Tito and Riddick Moss, but Street Profits I love. Those guys are hilarious. I can't wait to see this feud go on because it looks like they wouldn't do a promo like this if this feud wasn't going to go on. So I think we're probably going to get a match from them.
A good secondary tag team feud. I like it.
That'd be dope. I just couldn't. It was like so Crime Time, man. It was hilarious. I wouldn't doubt if they would. Probably not. I mean, it's more of a Mark thinking that Crime Time would come and endorse the Street Profits in like a backstage promo or something.
Or just JTG or something. I don't know.
Well, those guys work together and they still work out together, so they're still friends outside WWE. So I'm pretty sure I've seen them on Twitter in an indie show working together. So who knows? And apparently, like JTG and Chad Gaspar are still in like insane shape. So I don't know why WWE wouldn't want to sign these guys back. Those guys were like the best comedic relief ever. Like the segments that those guys went through. We always like quote the one with Booker T all the time with they're stealing the wallet and Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah, like they had memorable moments, man. Like, and they were in a crappy era where like there wasn't a lot of good tag teams going on, and they were in the PG era, and they never got a chance to win the titles, which I was upset about.
And of course, WWE had to split them up for whatever fucking reason. Like they had to for some reason.
Like every other tag team that's good.
And JTGD went through this cringe singles era singles run, and it was bad. Chad Gaspar eventually got released. It was bad, and it was just. I'm like, really, this is what happens when you split up something good. They think you're gonna get good by splitting up a good team, and meanwhile you split up a good team and you're gonna get shit. Because that's why they're a team, because they work well together. Like
End Zone Cast, American
Duh. Like, do we have to name that list off? Anyways, after that promo, and we did so I talked about the Drew McIntyre one. Oh, we had Iconic talking backstage to each other.
Oh
and
God.
Them talking about how Billy Kay should be in the Fatal 4-Way and saying a bunch of cringe things. Like, when they argue, there's one point when Iconic argues with each other, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
It's like Alicia Fox, but worse, because with their accents.
Then they start making fun of Kairi Sane and doing like imitations of them driving a boat and stuff. I'm like, oh man, can't wait for Kairi Sane to turn the corner. And sure enough, she comes around the corner from behind them, driving the boat like she has the wheel and she's like driving it, like her little wheel she has. And then she like scares Billy Kay. She like raises her elbow up and Billy Kay jumps back. And then she like Kairi Sane does like her marching away.
Right.
and then Billy Kay was like, "What's with the elbow?" And then Billy Kay's just like, "Oh, I don't know." Like she's just scared. But it was eventually announced later on the show that next week we're going to get Kairi Sane versus Billy Kay 1-on-1. So I'm guessing it'll probably be the opening contest. So I love seeing Kairi Sane in the match. So that's going to be exciting next week to see. So look, we have something to look forward to next week. And that is Kairi Sane wrestling. Thank God. But first thing, Billy Kay. I don't know. If Peyton Royce at ringside, I can't see them making Kairi Sane lose.
No, absolutely not.
No. She's gonna be that next top girl, man, and she might even win the title at Houston. So I think it's gonna be another one of those matches that like put her over for that match. Like it's gonna make her look strong going into the Fatal 4-Way match. And poor Billy Kay's got to take the pinfall.
Oh yeah,
there are a lot of Iconic fans too on Twitter. There are tons.
Our
like
boy
people
Brandon's
love
a big Iconic fan.
People love that duo, man. And when I wouldn't doubt. Could you imagine they get called up and Vince's like, no, we're gonna split them up. They're good. They're good together. We gotta split them up. Yeah, Billy Kay. We don't.
Every great team.
Raw, Payne Royce, you're a Raw girl. Billy Kay, you look like a SmackDown girl. Yeah, we'll just bury you.
If they get called up, I could definitely see them being the next people on Total Divas 100%.
Oh my God, 150%.
Oh, yeah.
They're so Total Divas. They got Total Divas written all over them.
Mm-hmm. They're not like most girls, like, you know.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, so we'll move into the main event, and we had the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line. And
before that, we had another promo backstage with Mercedes Martinez.
Oh yeah, totally forgot about her.
That was interesting because she basically said, "Who do you think is going to win?" The backstage interviewer said, "Who's going to win the Fatal 4-Way?" She's like, "I don't know who's going to win. What I know who's not going to win is that Ember Moon." So a Mercedes Martinez and Ember Moon feud coming up.
Maybe she screws Ember Moon out of the match because it's a Fatal 4-Way. So there's no DQ. So maybe at one point in the match, she just comes out and just takes out Ember Moon to the point like where she's done, like, you know, powerbomb on the steel steps, or, you know, thrown to the ring steps, you know, something like that, where it just takes Ember Moon out of the match. And then, you know, Ember Moon gets fierce and mad about that, and then they go on to the feud. So look, they're using more of these Cruiserweight Classic girls with more feuds, which is great. So I'm interested in that. I'd love to see an Ember Moon
and Mercedes Martinez.
Ember Moon. What the hell am I talking about? Anyways.
I don't know. But I thought that was another interesting little backstage thing. I'm like, that came out of nowhere. Okay, I like it.
Each backstage segment this week was actually pretty good. Usually I cringe at backstage segments because sometimes they feel rushed or it feels not needed.
The main roster ones are.
Yeah. Oh my God. Every single one this week made sense. You had the Street Profits intensifying their, you know, making their feud more interesting with Tito Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. You had the setup of Kairi Sane and Billy Kay for next week, And then you had this one. So it makes sense.
NXT does stuff that's meaningful.
Yeah,
like every little thing they do feels like it means something, or like it's building towards something.
It's so crazy how night and day it is.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Instead of the main roster, we get New Day dressed as Brother Love and old Farouk and
man,
what the hell was the other guy's name? Can't remember. Jimmy Hart.
Hart. Yeah, Xavier Woods is Jimmy Hart. Although Kofi did a pretty good Brother Love impersonation.
Yeah, he did do a pretty good Brother Love, but then you had Kurt Angle with the whole like fake acting with Daniel Bryan. That was awful.
Oh man.
Where Kurt Angle's so awkward, but he's funny, but it's terrible because he holds his phone so far away.
Yeah.
He's like looking at it. And then he turns and he gives this double third. He's like, what are you doing here? And like Daniel Bryan, oh and then he gets on a walkie-talkie and he's like, they're here.
Oh my god!
Who uses walkie-talkies anymore?
They're here.
It was like the worst backstage acting ever.
Yeah, that was bad. That was god awful. And speaking of backstage segments, though, in there, everyone's talking about in the chat with Ty Dillinger and appearing in the Fashion Files promo. That line was great because the main girl in Stranger Things, his name is 11, and then he came out from underneath the thing dressed like Tyler Breeze, who was 11 from the show, and Ty Breeze is like, look, what is this? Another 11? And Ty Dillinger's like, no, I'm a 10. That was great.
I don't watch that show, so I didn't really understand the whole reference, but
oh man, it was funny. But yeah, main event of NXT, we had a tag team title match. All right, we had Sanity, Wolf and Eric Young versus the Authors of Pain in the NXT tag team title match. Authors of Pain looking to regain their tag team championships. Good back and forth match. I enjoyed for the most part until we got what happened. But as for the match itself, it was really good. They're showing more and more that Sanity can keep up with a lot of the teams, even a team like AOP, who have been dominant since starting in NXT. So I'm glad they're actually making Sanity look good as the champions. That's something the main roster doesn't do. They forget sometimes, and they make their champions look weak as shit. And it's like, okay, why are they even the champions then? What they do with Sanity is the right thing.
Yeah, you got Alexander Wolf and Eric Young actually tagging in and out every 2 seconds. They're looking like a good team.
Wolf is an incredible wrestler too, man. Oh my god.
It's gone from my mind. What's his name at ringside? Paul Ellering.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
Cringe Ellering.
Yeah.
Or Paul Cringeling.
Sure.
Anyways, eventually Undisputed Era come out to interfere in the match.
Yeah,
they
start being predicted.
Yep, they start beating up on the teams, but something happens here, and I'm like, oh, this makes it interesting, and I was so excited. I popped just like the crowd did when this happened. They're beating up on AOP, and then they look up on the ramp, and there out comes your boy Roderick Strong. He's coming down to the ring. Undisputed Era's looking scared as shit, but he's like, wait, and he pulls the armband that he got given to him last week. And he puts it on, and he's acting like he's a part of Undisputed Era. Undisputed Era like, yeah, man, fuck yeah, we got a 4-man team, yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're holding up one of the AOP members, and then Roderick Strong goes and attacks Adam Cole. Out of nowhere, just turns like that, just attacking Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly, trying to clear the ring, but the numbers game is too much for them. But then he has AOP help him out. And I'm going, babyface turn? What? Babyface turn?
I mean, that's what I wanted Roddy to do the whole time, was to pretend like he was joining and then not join, but then Authors of Pain,
yeah.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, okay, so he helps him clear the ring, and enough is enough. After all this, pun intended, sanity, or insanity, William Regal comes out on the stage, and we already know it was booked, which is, when these things happen on NXT, it's like, oh, fuck. Screw spoilers, man, and screw people spoiling, yeah. He announces the already made match that everyone knows about, the War Games match. But he announces it. He goes, Sanity will face the Undisputed Era and will face the team of AOP and Roderick Strong. I'm going, okay, so are they babyface? What's going on here? Are they going to play AOP's backstage with Ellering, and then Roderick Strong's going to want to try to get a game plan with them, and then they're going to be like, no, get out of here. You're just like a placement. You know what I mean? I think maybe that's the route they're going to go to, but who knows? But I found it weird that
Pain is babyface. Oh, it'd be terrible.
they're already cringe enough as it is. And you guys, if you guys know us, you know how much we hate Authors of Pain. As much as people want to back it up and say that they're actually good, I'm like, they're just big. They do big guy moves. I mean, yeah, it's good because that's their style, but they're boring. They bring nothing to me. They bring nothing to Cappy.
And Paul Ellering is the equivalent of... Play the sound clip, please.
Paul Ellering, ladies and gentlemen. Him as a manager is, again, the equivalent of... Yes, you heard it right. Crickets.
Exactly.
Just unbelievable. I couldn't, when he first said it, I'm like, Roderick Strong and AOP, what? That's going to be a weird team. So, I found out today, though, how this match is going to be set up. It's not exactly like the WCW version, so I got like the official rules. So let me just read them out here. I got them opened over here, and I'll read it to you and how these are the rules. How the rules are actually going to go down. Interesting though, very 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 interesting how this is going to go down. Where is it? I just had it here. Give me a second. But I actually love how they have their own logo for it. Not every day you see that something has their own logo. Like that's a match type that's got its own logo. Like there's the NXT Takeover Houston logo, but then there's
then you got the main roster. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have one match in Hell in a Cell. We're gonna call the pay-per-view Hell in a Cell. Like, it's stupid. They should do what NXT does and just have like, the War Games match at NXT Takeover or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Because if you're not gonna have every match in that type of stipulation, then why even call it that as the pay-per-view theme? It makes no sense.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But how do you feel about your boy Roderick Strong? As I look for this, your boy Roderick Strong teaming up with AOP.
I just think it's thrown together. I don't really understand it, but again, like you said, he's probably just going to try in there and go with game plan. They're going to say, oh yeah, we don't team with anybody. We're just stay out of our way type thing.
Yeah.
And they'll probably be the first ones eliminated, probably. That's what I assume.
Yeah. Oh, the Shield have a new T-shirt.
Great.
Again, like, add to the merchandise roll.
Does it have Triple H on it now? Does it have those stupid sayings that he has on all his T-shirts?
So I can't find it, but I remember the gist of it. So basically, they're going to... Oh, here we go. I got it. Just as I'm saying that, I got it. All right. So here are the rules. All three teams will be contained inside separate shark cages by the entranceway, with a member from each team as chosen by their respective squad starting the match. After 5 minutes, the remaining members from one team will be released from the shark cage and allowed to enter the match. When another 3 minutes or another 3 minute period elapses, the remaining members from a second team are released from their shark cages and enter the match. Following another 3 minute period, the final team members are released from the shark cage and enter the match. Once all three teams have entered the War Games match, a victory can be attained via pinfall or submission. So you can't win until all three members of your team are in the match. Previous War Games matches have had a roof on the top of the cage. It appears as if this will not be the case here, since the wrestlers are being brought in via shark cage.
Shark cage. Ugh.
They love the shark cages in WWE. They love them.
It's bringing me flashbacks to Enzo and lubing himself up. I really hope it's not bad like that.
So yeah, well, Keep It Girl says right. It's the only match where the shark cage actually makes sense in this case.
What, Big Cass versus Big Show with Enzo in the shark cage?
I will not talk about that. I refuse to talk about that. I don't even know if I want to talk about it in the Slammies, because I know it's going to be worst match of the year category for sure, or it'll be at least a honorable mention in this case. But War Games match looks interesting as fuck, man. It looks like it's going to be a first time ever this style type of match. I hope it works out and we get more of it, maybe like a yearly basis kind of match on NXT. Like they make it NXT exclusive, you know what I mean?
Yeah, have it a yearly thing and people can actually get excited for it every
But
year.
if it's good, you know who's going to want to steal it for the main roster and make it cringe as possible.
Oh yeah, Vincent, Kennedy,
McMahon,
McDunn.
McDunn. Oh, God. But, yeah, that was NXT this week. I really, really enjoyed it. I liked start to finish. Again, a weekly basis, I like NXT from start to finish. It's only 45 minutes. Well, this week was actually an hour, exactly an hour long. So It's great. I'd love to have 2 hours of NXT because they can put up a good 2-hour show. We saw how good a 1-hour show can be. I guarantee they can put up a good 2-hour show. 100%.
NXT could. They have more talent that don't get used every show. So.
And the booking is better. It makes more sense. The feuds make more sense. They're built properly. We don't get stupid random matches like AJ Styles facing the Cringe Brothers week after week.
Oh my god, I'm not even going to talk about that.
Yeah. Anyways, that was NXT, guys. It was a good review. Good review. So we'll get into that part of the show. And you know what it's time for? The list of 10.
10.
You know what? You know what happens? You know what's gonna happen? You just made the list!
That's right. Welcome to The List of 10, that part of the show where myself and Corporate Cappy have our superstars of the week, and they get a list rating or they get a perfect 10 rating. And we'll start off, as always, with the man, Corporate Cappy.
First list moment this week is going to the main roster, especially Monday Night Raw and their Halloween show. And especially zoomed in right in the front center is that atrocious fucking tag team trick or street fight we had. What in the blue hell was that? We had the Club coming out, and then we had Slater and Rhino, because, they had a lot to do with the Club. They've been feuding for a month now. There's been an intense feud.
It's making me sick.
Rhino was dressed as Mrs. Claus, and Heath was dressed as Santa Claus.
Oh, my God.
Some, fourth dimension of hell this match came out of. And then we had the ending of the match was the worst. You had Carl Anderson go up to the middle rope, put a freaking pumpkin on his head,
Fuck,
and then I hear Michael Cole go, "It's the Great Pumpkin." And I'm like, why am I watching this right now?
Man.
And so he gets spine bustered by Rhino into a table 1, 2, 3 as Luke Gallows is running around the ring with a pumpkin on his head and he can't just take it off. Wow. I feel bad for anybody who actually invested time into watching this match like I did. It wasted 5 minutes of my life.
The Club might as well not even be on TV. If they're going to be put on TV in this kind of situation, really, give me a fucking break.
They lost all credibility the little that they had.
Fantastic new shirt, by the way, that the Club have. Just
the Nerdometer?
This was... Oh, man. They've ruined the Club. I don't care about a Club reunion anymore. Because they just ruined them.
They lost to Slater and Rhino, who were dressed as Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
You guys, you wonder why we don't review this product anymore. Sorry, the main roster anymore. When you get shit, how am I supposed to review that?
I know it's a holiday special, but it doesn't mean you have to do this crap. And if you wanted to make a street fight, you could have at least made it not like that.
That was cringe. It was pure cringe. Pure cringe. Give me the bleach. Give me a shot of bleach. Just give it to me. I couldn't take it anymore. That was brutal. Anyways, that moment, I'm guessing. Do you want to do the honors? No, I'll do the honors. Chris Jericho will do the honors for us. That moment.
You know what? You just made the list.
It makes the list.
I'm trying to delete it from my mind now, seeing Rhino in fucking Mrs. Claus outfit and leggings.
My list moment is actually going up to the main roster too, because I couldn't find anything bad with NXT. Shocker. And that's going to the Bludgeon Brothers. I'm sorry, I can't. As much as you guys want to sit there and give them credit, and it's a new gimmick, and it has some sort of potential that people keep saying it has, no. After what I've seen pictures of today with their ring attire, God, no. They're making them stupid. Have you guys listened to their promos? They're like cavemen. Me, Rowan. Me, Harper. We, Bludgeon Brothers. We hit things with hammers. And we will hit the opponent with hammers. Because we Bludgeon Brothers. No. Give me a fucking break. I cannot get behind the Bludgeon Brothers at all. Nope. I'm done. I'm already done before I even see them do anything with the Bludgeon Brothers. Cut it. Done. Just for that, the Bludgeon Brothers. You know what?
You know what?
I botched it.
You just made the list.
Botched it in the button there. They bludgeonly botched me on the button there.
I'm not looking forward to that at all. Why couldn't they just be Eric Rowan and Luke Harper as a tag team?
Right. So I'm done. I can't get behind. I can't before it even starts. I can't get behind the Bludgeon Brothers. Done. So let's get into let's get happy moments. That's the perfect 10 moments. Something we can actually love talking about and give perfect 10 ratings to from our boy Ty Dillinger. So Cappy, what is your perfect 10 superstar of the week?
I don't have a 10 moment.
No 10s.
The main roster was that bad this week. It deserves 2 list moments. It was that bad. Like NXT, there were things I like. It was like okay, it makes sense, but there wasn't anything that like stuck out that like I really loved. So it was kind of good. It was kind of easy for me to just go with another list moment. And it's got to go to the whole fucking Singh brothers facing AJ Styles and losing in like 10 seconds.
Oh man!
What is the point of having them fight 2 weeks in a row, or having A Styles fight these two goons 2 weeks in a row, beating them in 10 seconds, and then having Jinder just beat down on AJ Styles, making him look terrible, and that's supposed to make Jinder look good going into his match against Brock Lesnar? Like, it just made me feel cringe, the fact that they were making Styles just get completely buried by Jinder for the sake of getting him over with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, but Jinder's a credible champion. Well, we shouldn't be harping on Jinder. He's generating heat. What heat? I hear fucking crickets when he's coming out to the ring. No one gives a flying fuck about Jinder. The people in India don't give a flying fuck about Jinder Mahal. People over here don't give a flying fuck about Jinder Mahal, except when he comes to Canada, and we're a bunch of goons up here. We'll cheer him anyways because we know he's Canadian. So no one's going to cheer Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, sorry. He is the most least credible champion I've ever seen Derby put a title on. Him being champion makes zero sense.
We beat this topic like a dead horse every week, but this whole Singh brothers thing, like why is Styles facing the Singh brothers?
And now it's leading to
like 10-second matches.
It's leading to a championship match next week on SmackDown for the Derby title that Jinder is obviously going to retain because they're built. Why give us AJ Styles? Like, why give us AJ Styles versus AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal for Derby title next week when we clearly know that Styles is not going to win next week? I don't understand that. Like, there's no way in fucking hell AJ Styles wins the title. So why even give it to us? You have the posters made. You've already booked this feud. You already started this feud between AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar. Don't give me this shit like, oh, we're giving you a glimpse of hope that AJ Styles might be the one to face Brock Lesnar instead of Jinder Mahal. No. You want to have Jinder Mahal be the one to beat Brock Lesnar to make him look credible going into fucking India so you can build that motherfucker up so much by the time you get to WrestleMania next year, you can have John Cena beat his ass in this whole America versus India thing and have John Cena beat Ric Flair's record for whatever reason because I don't think his record should ever be beat. But, we got to have John Cena beat it because he's John Cena. The guy doesn't fucking want to be there anymore half the time, so let's make him beat the record and then give John Cena the WWE title. And what are you going to do after WrestleMania? You're probably going to make him lose it the next night on SmackDown or Raw, whatever fucking show that free agent bastard shows up on. So there you
Vince
go.
wants to make part-timers, man. Like, he made Brock Lesnar a part-timer, beat The Undertaker's streak. He loves his part-timers. But, yeah, I agree with what Cupid Girl said in the chat. Like, they had a backstage segment where they said Rusev was supposed to face AJ Styles in a qualifying match next week to determine the last spot on Team SmackDown. Now he's facing Jinder? Like, where's that come from? So now who's Rusev going to face?
Lazy, stupid, pointless booking.
So is AJ going to have 2 matches? Are they double booking Styles?
No, they're just going to cancel it out, and Rusev's going to do something cringe with Aiden English and not be a part of Survivor Series. There you go.
So we're just going to completely forget that backstage segment happened last week. Okay.
Yep. Probably. They're going to think we're idiots and forget about it.
So for Styles having to deal with these 2 Singh brother goons for 2 weeks in a row.
You know what? You just made the list.
Just makes the list. Well, I thought about it. I really want to give someone a 10, something a 10, perfect 10. And you're going to love this one. No, actually, I'm going to take it back. Sorry. It's the obvious. I got to give it to Gargano putting up insane matches with whoever he fucking comes into the ring with. The guy is insane. And again, he has that trait where it looks like no matter who's in the ring with him, he's going to have an epic match. Look at him in Ciampa. They made a feud with AOP that much better to watch because no matter who's in the ring, they'll make him look good, and then you're going to get a good match out of both of them, or even just Johnny Gargano in this case. So there's a lot behind Johnny Gargano, and I think Triple H sees that. The way that they're building up Johnny Gargano, I wouldn't doubt they need to do something with him. I know he's not. To them, they probably don't see him as an NXT champion. To me, I think
that's
they're kind of right.
Really need They really need that mid-card title.
They really need that. I hope eventually they do and they think about it, because if not, Johnny Gargano is just going to be that good, and it's like he's going to be the guy that's so good he never got the NXT title shot. Yep. Almost like our boy Ty Dillinger, because he was good, but they never really gave him the shot. Maybe not as good as Johnny Gargano, but you know what I mean. So for Gargano being putting up an insane match, an unreal match against another random guy like Fabian this week, who actually had another good showing, I'm giving it a perfect
10.
Yeah, just for Gargano.
I agree. He's like the guy that you want to show us you can have a good match. Go have a match with this guy, and we'll see. Or right? Like they're saying to Gargano, "Hey, we need to put this guy over. Can you go have a good match with him?" Type thing. Like he's the guy like they're like relying on with the new talent, and I like it.
And I mean his nickname. He's living up to his nickname. He is Johnny Wrestling. Mm-hmm. Like 100%.
And I hope they eventually sign Candice LeRae and do like him and Candice LeRae versus some other couple Vegas. Like Sienna,
or Selena Vega. I said Vegas.
Yep.
Selena Vegas, Rebel Heart, great theme song. Great theme song.
And he loves that theme too, apparently.
Yeah. Man, if you have a guy who loves his own theme song, you have it big with this guy. But anyways, let's get to that part of the show. And the show, we get into the tweets. Your tweets out there that you send in to us, your thoughts and questions that we read right here at the end of the podcast. So we'll start off with CubaGirl125 at CGirl125 on Twitter. She puts, do you think Almas is like the version of Nato from New Japan? He acts so much like him with his cockiness and his fast moves. You know what? I know Cappy doesn't know a lot about New Japan and a lot about Nato. I know he knows about Omega and Okada. It's tough with New Japan stars. We mainly focus on WWE because that's what we do in our podcast. But I've only seen a couple Nato matches, and there was the one with Omega, and I think I've seen another one in one of his old matches. I do see the similarities, Cupid Girl, between Omega and Nato and Almas. I do want to say that I think Nato is a tad, like maybe like this much. I know if you're not seeing this, like it's like a couple inches, tad better than Almas is. But Almas is his own, like he's his own guy. Nato, it's almost like Nato falls more towards a strong style. Like they have the same basically the wrestling styles, but Nato is more of a strong style and Almas is more of the luchador kind of style of wrestling. But I see what you're saying with his cockiness and his fast moves, but it's really, really close to me. I think that I really want to put them both in their own category. So thank you for that question.
No, you better not be strong style, or else you're going to be toning it down.
Yeah, be toning it down, yeah. Also, she says, if you can choose 3 indie people to join NXT, tag team or single, doesn't matter what, who would it be, and who would you want them to go up against? Well, I can tell you what now, one of them would probably be... holy crap, I have a blank here. Sorry, King Ricochet. Love to have Ricochet come into NXT. That'd be great. A lot of people say he's more, like, if he ever came there to be, he'd be like 205 Live material, which is like almost all the small people. But I'd love to see a Ricochet and Aleister Black feud. Those guys have almost the same similar style and probably could put up a really, really good match. So I'd love to see them. Obviously, the Young Bucks would be sick in NXT. I think they'd be pushed towards one of the top tag teams on NXT and run with it. I mean, those guys are hilarious with their own TV show being the Elite, and their charisma is like it skyrockets, man. Those guys are insane, and the moves they can put together are incredible. So I'd love to have the Young Bucks in there, and I don't know, feud with, they can have good feuds with Undisputed Era. They can have feuds with Gargano and Ciampa if they ever put them back together. So Young Bucks for sure. And a third, Omega. Obviously, Omega, once everyone's like called up and they really get going back towards a couple of months ago where you don't know who's going to be the top guy anymore. When they're at the end and they call everyone up, I think Omega will be a perfect guy to run with as the top guy in NXT. So,
as long as he doesn't get called up to the main roster.
Yeah. God, he'd get ruined on the main roster so bad. I think he does see that. So I think him and the Young Bucks do actually see that. They're probably not going to come over here.
So would you like to see Ricochet come with Tessa Blanchard too?
Yeah. Tessa Blanchard, man, she had a good showing in the Mae Young Classic, so I'd love her to come over too. You can always use more women, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing from Cupid Girl, she puts, also, I said it once, I'm going to say it again. Oh, sorry.
I didn't get to go over my guys.
Sorry, my bad, I kept going.
First guy, I'd say, biasly, I think if he got another shot, I think it would be like Drew McIntyre style, and he'd be down in NXT. I'm going to say Del Rio.
Ooh. Dude, I can actually see Del Rio be like flourish in NXT. Like bring back that original style with the cars and the suits and be that like heel NXT champion. I can totally see that in NXT.
Because I feel like he fits the NXT mold better than the main roster.
Oh, for sure. I'd see that.
I feel like he could have unreal matches with the guys they have there now.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he wouldn't go back, but if he ever did, I mean, I'd love to see him there. But him and Triple H have like this thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy I'd love to see is our boy Braxton Sutter, aka Pepper Parks, with Cherry, aka Ali. If you guys watch Impact, I love those guys. Not
really,
just
really chill, dude.
But I think they have potential as like a power couple in NXT, man, with the sex weights and protein shakes, man. Come on.
That'd be so great. That's such an NXT thing, too. I mean, that'd be great.
And I can't think of a third one right now, so I'll just go with those two for now.
That's dope. I like those two. So, Cuba Girl's third tweet. Also, I said it once, and I'm going to say it again. Nikki Cross is the best crazy woman I've ever laid eyes on. Victoria would be so proud.
Victoria versus Nikki Cross, Psycho versus Psycho. Nikki Cross she's psycho, but she's like kind of sexy at the same time, though. I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah,
my boy Tyler Jones loves Nikki Cross, but
it's almost like a Victoria, man. She's like, almost, I mean, she's not going to be the next Victoria. Obviously, she's going to be the first Nikki Cross, but I do see that. I do see it.
And she doesn't have some goon Steven Richards holding her back.
Oh God. So keep your own chat says Dalton Castle. That'd be dope. He's a good wrestler. One person hasn't been named yet. I'd love to see in NXT. Because he is an incredible wrestler and he's had multiple good matches with people around the indies, is Will Ospreay. We know about his match with Ricochet, that one match a couple years ago, which was labeled a spot fest, but it was a really good wrestling match. So I'd love to see Will Ospreay in WWE. That'd be sick, especially NXT. But anyways, going to the next tweets. Glorious Greg at xgilly929 on Twitter puts, what are your thoughts on Roderick Strong joining up with AOP to take on the Undisputed Era Insanity?
Like I said in the chat to Greg earlier, I said it feels like he's the last kid picked in gym class and just kind of got assigned to a team.
Yeah.
I really didn't understand him coming out here and teaming up with AOP, but I mean, if it is to get him in the match against Undisputed Era, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to complain over it, but
I feel the same way. I do. He also puts, also, how do you feel the story NXT is doing with Johnny Gargano? That guy, again, it plays all towards what I said earlier with, I think they're going to wait until Ciampa is 100% ready to go, and then we're going to get Johnny Gargano and Ciampa in that rivalry feud, which is probably one of the feuds of the year. I see them doing a lot with that because we saw how intense it was right before Ciampa got injured, so I can't wait for that to happen. So, again, I think he's going to be built as that person for now to put over or get put over by these tryout talents that are getting these spots in NXT on a weekly basis, it looks like. So we'll see. And he puts, and oh my God, Tainara Conti with a bunch of heart face emojis. Yes, Craig, I feel the same way, 100%. And the last set of tweets comes from our 2016 Fan of the Year. That's right. It goes to Michael Chow TV, and you're wondering why he has his own theme song right before his tweets. It's because he won our 2016 Fan of the Year. And if you want your own theme song read or played before we read your tweets on the air, all you have to do is win our 2017 Fan of the Year. And that's all you have to do to enter into that is by interacting with the podcast, and you're automatically eligible to be part of that contest. I guess you can call it a contest or whatever it is. And we announced it at our Slammy Awards in December, our Slammy Awards show. So Michael Chow has his own wrestling podcast as well, guys. Please go check him out and give him a follow. He's also available to follow on Spreaker. So his tweets goes as follows. Who is your current favorite male, female, and I'm bringing it backwards. I botched all the WWE shows this week out of the protest for the 3 superstars who were released. But here are some general questions. Good protest, Michael Chow. Who are your top 3 NXT superstars to enter this year's Royal Rumble? Mine are Cien Almas, Aleister Black, and Adam Cole, baby. If I had to pick 3, I pick Gargano for sure. Aleister Black is a good one. I pick Aleister Black. And I'm going to go with Roderick Strong. I can see him doing something with Roderick Strong. I don't know.
I'm going to go with Riddick Moss, Angelo Dawkins.
Oh, my God.
And Lars Anderson.
I laugh, but you're probably right.
Those are all joke picks, by the way.
Yeah, but hey, you could be right.
If Riddick Moss is in the Royal Rumble, I'll be pretty pissed off. I can't really think of three. I can't think of 3 good answers to give you right now, so I give you those 3 comic relief answers right now.
That's good. That's good. He puts, why is NXT not utilizing the United Kingdom Championship title as a secondary belt for NXT? And he's got a gif of young William Regal looking around going,
I agree. Like, that should be the mid-card title, because they don't have all these UK guys signed. And Pete Dunne is amazing. Why is he not on TV?
And they don't have a UK show. It doesn't look like they're even going to get one because that was supposed to already happen by now. And I know there's rumblings of it being called King of the Ring. The new show, this UK show, is supposed to be called King of the Ring. So we'll see. But yeah, if they're not doing anything with the UK title, might as well make it a minor championship on NXT. Right?
Exactly. What's the point? Like, they have never really said it's an NXT exclusive title. Like, apparently Pete Dunne's been defending it on Indies, so in UK. But I'd love to see it just stay on NXT permanently as the mid card title, like the European title. I'll take. You know what? Michael Chow's right about Lars Anderson. He's actually decent. So you know what? I'll say Riddick Moss, Angelo Dawkins, and Sawyer Fulton. The 3 fucking guys. The three guys that have been in NXT since the Stone Age and have never really done anything. There you go.
What picks?
Those 3 should just make a stable called like the fucking Outsiders. Or the
NXT Legends.
NXT since day 1-ish.
Yeah, since day 1-ish in NXT.
God.
And lastly, he puts, who is your current favorite male, female, and tag team NXT? Mine are Cien Almas, Bianca Belair, and the Street Profits. Okay, so my favorite male superstar in NXT would have to be Aleister Black, for sure. Favorite female, Tainara Conti, obviously.
Really?
It's really obvious, yeah. Well, it's a close tie between her and Ember Moon. It's really, really fucking close. Just because Tainara Conti's come out of nowhere and kind of slapped me in the face with her black jiu-jitsu belt. So, kind of being forced to like her. And then my favorite tag team, I do love the Street Profits right now. I do love them. But I love Undisputed Era. I guess I know it's not a tag team. I know it's more of a faction. But the freaking unbelievable put together of the 3 last Ring of Honor champions in one faction is insane. I can't believe they did that. So I'm going to say Undisputed Era. So those are my 3.
What is the team of Riddick Moss and Tito Sabatelli called?
I don't even know what their team name called. But is that your favorite team right now?
No.
They gotta have a name. Is it gonna be like Straight Money or like? Because remember when they were at NXT St. Catharines, they're doing the freaking like Make It Rain thing.
I do like Tito Sabatelli, but I can't stand Riddick Moss. He's just a goon. But I've been a day 1 Street Profits fan, so obviously I'm gonna go with them. I love those guys.
Oh, you're not an AOP fan?
No comment.
No team name.
I don't really have a best female in NXT anymore. Like, I don't know. I guess I could say Nikki Cross because I really like her work.
Nikki Cross.
I really like what she's doing.
And her theme song's great, too. That crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll say Nikki. She's not a favorite, but I'm saying, like, I really like what Nikki Cross does right now. And male, Sawyer Fulton. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh, Sawyer Fulton. Good pick.
It's close between Gargano and Roddy. Well, I'll probably say Roddy right now, but Gargano's really jumping up in my corporate books lately. I love that guy.
Call them the Italian Stallions.
My God. The Italian money-making stallions. I don't fuck.
But Roddy's got to be your number one. That guy when he's going to be slowly become your number one soon, man. That guy's really good. You know, I don't blame him, man. Roderick Strong's dope, and what they're doing with him, it looks like he's getting more and more hyped in NXT, man. Like the pop he got when he came out was insane.
I hope he just develops his character more. And like I said, Gargano, I love him too. So it's hard to choose between those two, but I'll say Roddy right now.
But guys, thank you for your questions out there, and that's probably going to do it.
Can I play the Kurt Angle clip real quick?
Go ahead for us. I got a Kurt Angle clip for you guys.
Hello, everyone. It's happening. It's happening. They're here.
Oh my God.
It's even better when you watch the video. That's the sum up of my week right there for the main roster.
They're here.
It's like that's how scared I was of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown coming at me. That was my reaction. They're here. Get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to watch this.
Oh man.
I mean, there was a few good parts sprinkled in, but for the most part, the Halloween shit's just awful. And NXT, it was good. They're still building. They got a big pay-per-view coming up, so I mean everybody's looking forward to that.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal and Finn Balor, they're gonna be there. All your favorites, Jinder Mahal, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, all your favorites gonna be there at the Survivor Series. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. We're done. Look out, we got some more Twitch stuff on the way. I'm going to get a YouTube live thing set up so I can actually draft my universe mode finally, because I got it all set up for you guys. I got really, really good ideas coming out for that, so stay tuned for that. And just stay tuned, guys. I got WWE headlines returning this weekend, so stay tuned for that as well. Other than that, thank you for tuning in, guys, and thank you for stopping by the Lowdown Show Remix right here on No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, your Canadian WWE podcast that talks about the WWE and NXT and no holds barred on anything we say. Pun intended. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at No Holds Barred WP. You can also follow myself at Real Kyle Masters, and you can follow my co-host at Corporate Cappy. You can also follow the podcast on Instagram at No Holds Barred WP as well. And if you want to listen to us on the go, we are available to listen to on Spreaker, iTunes, and Stitcher. And if you want to watch the podcast on YouTube, we're available at youtube.com/NHBWR. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon for all upload updates. We want to thank you everyone in the chat right now for joining us and tuning in live on Spreaker, Spreaker.com/NHBWP. Guys, I'm your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host as always, Kyle Masters, and I'm always joined by my co-host. He's the blissful boss, Mr. Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
It's true. It's damn true.
Yeah, make sure you point at the crowd and make sure they're saying it with you. It's damn true. Okay, they said it with me. Good. But anyways, guys, we are here reminding you to keep it on the lowdown.
You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick your sorry ass out on the street.